Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Cyclones and the Renegades. And with that, want to welcome everybody into another edition of the Winter 25 Battle Court season. I am Andrew Blackman, joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you all 6 matches tonight between the Cyclones and the Renegades. How you doing today, Stu?
Andrew, I'm doing great. It's Battle Court. It's Winter 2025, and I'll tell you, the Cyclones got off to a pretty good start last week.
Yes, Cyclones and Renegades. Couple teams that are hoping that they're playing up into those championship months come May to get started here with 2 of the better teams in the 3rd division of doubles, 2 teams that won and their opening matches of the season. We're going to see Eada and Amigorena up against Goaga and Eada. Nearly a flawless performance from the number 3 team for the Renegades last time out, Goaga and Eada, and that's in their first time ever playing together. This is an Eada and Amigorena team with a lot of experience in some other divisions, now in Division 3, hoping they can put together a pretty good record. Cyclones have the serve to begin all matches tonight.
Eada serves. Battle Court has begun. Here's backhand by Eada. Amigorena from the 12 line. Powerful throw by Goaga. Goaga again, this time from the 8. Amigorena on the backhand from deep in the backcourt. Eada goes wall to wall from the left side. Robote forehand by Eada. Robote forehand by Goaga. Amigorena low runner all the way to the 13 line. Eada's there. Robote forehand by Eada. Eada now from the 11 line. Powerful throw right up the middle. Here's the Robote. Left side by Goaga. Scoop by Amigorena. Fine catch made deep. Beautiful catch by Amigorena in the corner. Eada from the 11 line to the inside. Off the wall, Amigorena's there. Eada from the 12 line to the inside. Robote forehand. Catch by Goaga. Goaga to the inside. Amigorena's there. Beautiful catch by Eada. His backhand to the inside. Amigorena from the 11 line. Eada on the catch, backhand. Eada at the sidewall. Powerful backhand by Goaga. Eada plays it to the inside. Beautiful catch in the corner by Amigorena. Tough play. Robote forehand by Eada to the forehand of Eada. Eada from the 8 line on the left side. Keeps it inside. Robote forehand by Goaga to the outside. Eada on the Robote. Eada from the 12 line to the left side, back to the inside at the side wall. Amigorena's there. Rebote, forehand by Goaga, caught by Iñaki. Iñaki high and hard to the back wall from the left side. Here's Goaga. Tries to pass. Amigorena cuts it off. Rebote forehand by Iñaki to the corner, cut off in the air by Eada. Rebote forehand by Goaga, cut off in the air by Iñaki. Iñaki on the backhand. Eada's there. Beautiful catch by Amigorena. He comes over the top. Eada. Rebote forehand thrown powerfully by Iñaki. Big backhand by Eada. Powerful backhand, dropping low. Iñaki makes a save. Goaga has it, winds up. Back to the inside he goes. Not soft enough. Amigorena is there. Low runner. Missed on the left side. Return from the rebote. This one caught in the air by Goaga. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall. Played to the inside. Here's Amigorena from the 11 line. Rebote forehand save by Iñaki. Here's Eada. Hard to the inside. Iñaki cuts it off at the 8. Here's the backhand by Eada right to the corner. Powerful, powerful throw by Amigorena. Forehand rebote by Goaga. Amigorena saves the rebote. Goaga cuts it off, winds up. Powerful coastie, scooped up beautifully by Amigorena. Low runner crossing the wall and stopped by Eada.
Yeah, we're approaching longest point territory here, Stu. What a start.
Rebote left side. Quick bounce by Goaga. Cortada not low enough. Here's the backhand by Amigorena. Eada sends it to the corner, and Amigorena is there. Backhand by Goaga. Out to the rebote. Played by Iñaki. Goaga winding up. Drop shot. Will score. A well-played point by all 4 players to start things off. Goaga and Eada up on the board of first. Reminder, the scoring here in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
This could be one of those cancel all the plans for the rest of the night matches here. I mean, what a start. Great catching across the board. I mean, 4 of the best players on this roster. Eada so far has been a great fit to this, this Renegades team. I mean, sliding in for a Rats with Goaga. We'll see him later with Goer. So, I mean, two good guys to play behind, but a great start nonetheless.
Low runner to the pad. The pad is bad. 2 points for Goaga and Eada of the Renegades. Goaga serves.
And look, even though we had that long point, I expect that once we get going, you're going to see some fireworks in this match. I mean, you have Iñaki up there, one of the best costados on the roster, and you have Goaga, who's one of the most aggressive.
And Amigorena trying to make something happen there from the backcourt again. Low and inside can work. Against these two, not so sure, but the ball, got to keep it away from the pad. Rebote left side, big bounce. Amigorena's there. Backhand from the 10 line. Rebote, the rebound from the back wall, played on the forehand of Iñaki. Ball tipped in the backcourt. That's a point for the blue shirts. Inaki and Amigorena. Inaki will serve for the Cyclones.
And that ends a perfect start to Urbieta's season in terms of his catching. I mean, every ball he brought in last time out, and tonight a great start as well. And that was a Magic City bounce. I mean, you look back at that replay, he was lining it up. That ball stayed to the inside more than he expected, so it's really the only way you trip him up is you get an unnatural bounce there off the side wall. Gets the Cyclones on the board.
Here's the backhand by Urbieta. Robote forehand. Amigorena deep in the backcourt. Catches ball behind him. This one at the side wall, and Goaga is there. What a catch by Amigorena. Goaga now from the 9 line. Sends it to the backcourt. Robote forehand saved by Goaga. Big bounce. Back to the 11 line. Amigorena backhand 2-all. Will land in. Will not come out. 2-2. Inaki serves for the Cyclones.
Well, I actually had a few nightmares about that shot last night, Stu, but that one very effective by Amigorena to start things off.
You had nightmares?
You as well?
I did. Yes, I.
During
I didn't realize you were there. Yeah, no, that ball rattling around in the cage is very dangerous. See if you happen to be standing in that cage.
And the key is it hit the cage. You see Goaga, I mean, he was in position, but once it hits that cage,
absolutely.
Point's over.
Here's the backhand by Urbieta. Right to the corner, out to the Robote. Inaki's there. Urbieta will take this on the forehand. Right side from the 12 line. Inaki calls for the Robote, puts it inside. Urbieta from the 12. In the corner is Amigorena. Urbieta from the 11 line. What a catch by Urbieta off the side wall in the corner. And Amigorena's there. Big backhand right up the middle. Caught on the forehand of Urbieta. Robote forehand just missed. 3 points for Inaki and Amigorena. Of the Cyclones, Inaki has the serve. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
And a good run now for the Cyclones to jump back ahead for the first time in this match. And again, it looked like just more of the same from the Renegades, up 2-0, in full control, neither player making a mistake, and then one fortunate break, and now 2 more points after that, and they lead.
Here's the backhand by Amigorena. Inaki calling for the Robote. That's at the side wall. He makes the save. Goaga winds up. Amigorena on the scoop, on the forehand. Powerful throw. Amigorena takes it in the air. Cortada stopped by Urbieta before it crosses the side wall. Here's the forehand Robote by Inaki. Beautiful catch by Urbieta off the side wall. Inaki midcourt. Backhand from the 9 line. Little Magic City bounce. It's going way to the outside where it will score. 4 points for Inaki and Amigorena. Inaki serves. You know, Inaki's usually on the losing end of those side wall plays. It's been friendly to him in 2025.
Yeah, I was just going to say, historically, you wouldn't think it would bounce that way, but, I mean, that really opened up off the side wall, and no chance for Goaga to make a save. Now 2-point lead. Take another look here. We're talking about with his bounce. I mean, it hits one of these seams.
You see right there.
Oh.
Just those seams between the walls. No way of knowing when it's going to hit them. And sometimes it could hit them and work out fine. Backhand by Eada. High to the backcourt. Amigorena's there. Goaga from the left side. Right to the corner. Out to the rebote. Rebote. Forehand by Goaga. Amigorena low and hard. Right up the middle. Caught in the air by Goaga. Goaga to the inside. Tough throw. Amigorena makes a save. Goaga attacks. Lets it pass to Eada. Catch by Amigorena. Rebote forehand. Sent deep. Eada's there. Rebote, forehand by Goaga. Rebote left side by Goaga. Inaki's there. Inaki's 2-0. Opens up. Goaga got right to it. Returns it beautifully to score. That's a great read and a great throw by Goaga. Goaga and Eada on the board with 3 points. Inaki and Amigorena with 4. Goaga serves for the Renegades.
I mean, that's the type of set-changing play that Goaga makes day in, day out. I mean, that scores 3-point lead for the Cyclones, a possible set point now. It keeps his team right in it. Defends the outside beautifully. No hint even of a juggle there. Controls it, gets it off, and then Amigorena has to scoop that one up. Couldn't get there in the air. Makes that catch a little more difficult, resulting in a point.
Beautiful catch by Amigorena off a hard serve by Goaga. Eada on the backhand. Eada backhand from the 12 line. Rebote forehand. That hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. 5 points and a possible set point for Inaki and Amigorena of the Cyclones. Yeah, it just took off. Trying to get the ball past your opponents. Hitting it high and hard up there on the front wall. Throw with a little too much power. Depending upon how it leaves your cesta, can kick up and hit that overhead screen, which is out of play. Here's the backhand by Eada. Eada now from the 11 line to the inside. Catch by Inaki. Good stop. Hard backhand to the corner. Eada's there. Amigorena from the backcourt keeps it inside. Eada fine catch. Catch by Goaga. Eada from deep in the backcourt, right, puts it right in the corner. Rebote save by Inaki. Goaga cuts it off, winds up, changes it up. Amigorena reads it well, makes the catch on the left side. Eada backhand from the 10. Rebote by Inaki. Goaga cuts it off on the bounce. Hard to the inside, scoop by Amigorena. Rebote forehand for the bounce. At the sidewall, beautiful catch by Eada. Amigorena's there. Backhand from the 12 to the inside. Rebote for Goaga. Robote saved by Amigorena. Here's Eada from the backcourt. Inaki calling for the Robote. Forehand play by Eada. Beautiful catch by Eada at the side wall. Amigorena down low. Backhand. Clips the side wall. Cortada. Stopped in a great catch by Inaki. Good read. Nice return. Robote forehand. Had the distance. Goanaga's there. Good control. Backhand. Robote forehand by Inaki. Cut off by Goaga. Goaga. Drop shot. Read by Inaki. Inaki drop shot. Read by Goaga. Goaga winds up. Throws it to
right
Amigorena. Here's the backhand from the 9 line. Low and hard. And Eada keeps the point alive. Robote. Robote left side for the big bounce. Eada has it. Backhand by Eada. Amigorena from the 13 line. Inaki cuts it off. Backhand from the 8. Wall to wall. Out to the Robote. Excellent catch by Amigorena on the left side. Amigorena on the scoop. Backhand to the inside. Dropping. Caught on the forehand of Eada. Inaki from the 7. Passing. Robote coming out. Wonky bounce. Goaga makes a save. Here's Amigorena on the forehand. Beautiful catch by Eada. Eada up high on the left side. Makes the save. Difficult Robote save. Goaga attacks. Has it on the forehand. Low and hard and caught beautifully by Amigorena. Amigorena now from the 11th line. That's a backhand 2-all. Inaki's calling for the Robote. Perfect read. Nice Robote. Big bounce brought down deep in the backcourt. Sesta came off. This ball is still being played. Scoop by. Wow. Goaga is tipped. That is point and set for Inaki and Amigorena. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
It's like an act of God needed to end these points.
We do get a lot of questions about, people asking, why are they retying the Sesta? Why the guy's out of breath? He's obviously trying to buy himself some time. I'm not going to say that that doesn't happen.
Sure.
But did you see what just happened? That point went on forever.
And the chief judge himself said in 40 years he's only seen that twice now.
Yes.
So, I mean, someone who's been around Jai-Alai knows everything there is, seen everything there's to be seen, and
I saw it happen. I saw it happen at Palm Beach Jai-Alai one time.
Let's take another look.
Saw the player pick up the Sesta and just hold on to it and try to finish the point. Did not work.
Yeah, I mean, Goaga, he had to scoop it. He knew, and there's no way. Tremendous set, though. How about that, Stu? I mean, opening first point took us a long way. Backhand 2-all there by Amigorena, tied things up. Cyclones were down early. They battled their way through that deficit, and they come out on top 6-3. Inaki there, taking it in overhead. Yeah, there's the Magic City bounce. I mean, frankly, 2 Magic City bounces there cost the Renegades points. Eada Sesta goes flying. I mean, that's 3 of them. So, kind of take that, what it is, not maybe the most traditional set we've seen from this Renegades team.
Great catch by Goaga. A couple steps there, but not called for holding.
Right at Amigorena's feet. That's a tough one. Back to the inside here. Inaki, beautiful catch. That's one that you tend to juggle, but he did not at all.
Here's a catch.
I think this might be the backhand.
Oh,
there it goes.
God.
And
the only thing holding that Sesta
and fortunately,
into his
it
Sesta.
went right through Inaki's legs. I mean, he wasn't even fazed by that. Let me ask you a question, Stu.
Yep.
What if the ball hits that Sesta that's on the ground?
The point's actively being played.
Okay.
The point is actively being played. He can pick up that Sesta. He can hold on to it. The hand does not have to be in there for him to continue.
Right. Okay.
But that point is actively being played until it's over. So if it hit it, and that was the end of the point.
Okay. So even if the Renegades would have, if Goaga caught it, hit that basket, they would have, it's just It's out there. All right.
Yep.
Well, got a great stat here, real-time stat from our friends over at Robote Analytics. That first point of the match, Stu, the second longest point since 2024.
Wow, impressive.
128 throws to begin the match. It happens to be, Stu, the second longest opening point. 143 throws between Gosherian Arats and Douglas and Nicholas in the tiebreaker in the Spring 24 Championship.
Impressive.
Is the only point longer than what we saw to begin this match. So great stuff there from the players and also over at Robote Analytics, giving us some real-time stuff for the first time ever.
Ready to begin our second set. Goaga has a serve for the Renegades.
Now, I've seen the cesta come off before a few times. Seen sneakers come off. Seen a guy step out of his sneaker while he's playing. You know what happens? You keep playing and hope the ball doesn't hit the sneaker.
You got to keep going.
Goaga serves. Our second set has begun. Here's the backhand by Amigorena. The low runner to the inside, caught beautifully by Eada. Inaki calls for the rebote. Big bounce to the inside. Eada's there. Amigorena from the 13 line on the left side. Eada. Rebote. This is the rebound off the back wall, played on the left side of Goaga, right up the middle, caught well by Amigorena. From the forehand, he passes. Another rebote for Goaga. He goes to the floor to make the play. Amigorena makes a save. Eada plays it high to the front wall from the right side. Rebote left side, cut off in the air by Goaga. Outside placement of the forehand rebote is perfectly executed by Inaki to score. Inaki and Amigorena are on the board first here for the Cyclones in the second set. Inaki serves.
Inaki's been very patient all match. He hasn't really thrown any shots yet and finally takes advantage off the rebote, the lesser used right side of Inaki here to kill it. Known for that costado, he goes the outside placement. Goaga, I mean, he's definitely creeping to the inside. He's expecting something right back to him. Inaki kills the point. Well done.
Here's a backhand by Eada. Rebote comes out. Inaki makes a save. Good catch by Goaga. Portada stopped. Beautiful catch by Inaki. He clears the overhead screen on this backhand. Rebote dying, and Amigorena makes the save. Goaga has it. Sends it hard to the inside. What a scoop by Amigorena. Wow. Amigorena now from the 9 line. Low and hard to the inside. Rebote save by Eada. Split placement will score. Tremendous effort by both Cyclones. 2 points for Inaki Amigorena. Inaki serves.
I just can't tell you how good that is on both sides of it. Defensively from Amigorena to make that save, and then Inaki going with the split placement. When you have, you know, a great costado too well like he does, players respect that. And Goaga and Eada both know they're expecting something to come to the net side. Inaki switches it up. Just out of reach of both Renegades too. Couldn't have asked for a better start to this second set now, leading 2-0.
Manu out there mopping up the wet spot. Anytime a player goes down to make the fall down rebote or has a slip or something like that, especially when you're in the second set after so much time.
You can see the spot there.
Yeah.
Just hoping that somebody didn't slip, and fortunately, we were okay.
Amigorena, powerful backhand, wall to wall, high to that back wall. Rebote forehand by Goaga. Goaga has on the left side, winds up, changes it up. To the inside it goes. Amigorena reads it well. Inaki takes that one in the air. Backhand from the 7 line. To the corner and tipped. 3 points for Inaki and Amigorena. Inaki serves.
Perfect placement there. I mean, you get that ball crossing in the corner like that, back near or beyond the 13 line.
We saw Inaki doing this last week as well. I mean, and then he came out and explained that he was doing. It's like, look, yes, the majority of the players' income does come from winning. They have to win, and their team has to win. So he said he's here to make money. It was a great interview, but he's been on fire these last 2 weeks. Here's a backhand by Eada. Amigorena from the 11 line. Goaga midcourt, backhand. Amigorena from the 11 line again. Right to the corner, out to the rebote, and Goanaga's there. Trying to pass, cut off in the air by Amigorena. Beautiful catch by Eada down low. Rebote save by Inaki. This ball's in play. Goaga hard to the inside. That ball's tipped off the scoop attempt. That's a point for Goaga and Eada. Goaga has a serve.
You know, it's kind of a must-have point for the Renegades. I mean, going down 4-0. Now he got the serve back. Goaga, it's been a weapon for him. Hasn't quite got one by Amigorena.
Totally.
And look, Amigorena's been outstanding back there. He hasn't really missed anything that's come right to him. A couple scoops, but that's really it.
Fault under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. There's the backhand, low and hard. Goaga comes cross court to make this catch. Rebote forehand save by Inaki. Goaga cuts it off in the air. Hard throw, caught on the forehand of Amigorena. Amigorena passing the front quarter. Rebote dropping, saved by Goaga. Catch by Amigorena midcourt. With control, Goanaga's there. Rebote, left side by Inaki. Beautiful catch off the wall by Eada. Rebote dropping low. Goaga makes a save. Ball goes to the corner. Rebote not playable at the side wall. Inaki called him off. Tough play there for Amigorena. That's the second point for the Renegades. Goaga and Eada. Goaga has the serve.
Absolutely right, Stu. I mean, Amigorena heard Inaki call him off, but he had already committed to playing that rebote. It was in his basket. And
something we saw yesterday with the fireballs with Urrutia and Ron.
Once you commit, you just kind of got to let the guy go for it. But really, for Amigorena, there was no space to turn that rebote on his left side along the sidewall.
Absolutely. Amigorena on the backhand, powerfully thrown right to the corner. That curved into the corner. This is a 2-all. Turns out to be a 2-all that scores. That's 3-3. Goaga serves.
Again, sometimes the best 2-all is a poorly thrown 2-all, and he kind of hooked that one. Inaki was expecting it to the inside, and it opened up like a carom would. And scoring nicely.
Very nice. Yeah, no, Goaga was just trying to get the ball back up to the front wall. Wound up making a 2-all and works. We see it happen from the left side on Costados for, where it just taps. Here's the backhand by Amigorena. Wall to wall from the left side. Scoop by Amigorena. Goaga on the hop. Backhand from the 8 line. Rebote forehand by Iñaki. What a catch down low by Eada. Amigorena now from the 10 line. Low and hard. Beautiful catch by Eada. Rebote left side. Big bounce. Beautiful catch by Eada up the wall, down with the ball. Here's the backhand by Amigorena. Tipped by Goaga mid-court. 4 points for Iñaki and Amigorena, the Cyclones. Iñaki has the serve.
I mean, seemed as if he mistimed the jump. I don't know. I might have to take another look and see exactly what happened, but he kind of caught that one on the tip, and he was coming back down.
There are times when you're playing Jai-Alai where you realize that you're about to make a catch and you're not in the right place.
Yeah.
You realize that you're in your back quarters territory, or you kind of see them, and it makes you almost pull off. But the one thing that does do, whatever it does, it takes your focus off of the ball. Because Goanaga's making that catch 9 times out of 10.
No, absolutely.
Here's a backhand by Eada. Rebote, forehand by Iñaki, caught by Goaga. Amigorena, backhand from the 12 line to the inside. Rebote left side to the inside. Costado to the inside. Amigorena's there. What a catch by Eada. Iñaki calls for the rebote, plays it. Picked up on the scoop by Goaga. Goaga hard from the left side. Rebote forehand down low by Iñaki. Caught by Goaga. Goaga dropped the ball on the backswing. That is 5 points for Iñaki and Amigorena. This is possible set, possible match point. Oh, that's frustrating. Goanaga's been playing so well all of last season, starting off this season as well. Don't know if he tried to make an adjustment mid-throw, because he very rarely does that fall out.
I mean, a lot of times that just comes with control if you don't have full control, but that didn't seem like the issue that time on the catch.
If you are hearing footsteps, if you are feeling your opponent around you somewhere, and you try to change things up, that can happen, but rare for Goaga. Eada on the backhand. Amigorena from the 11 line. Backhand to the inside, thrown hard. Here's Eada. Iñaki calls for the rebote. Over the top, big bounce. Eada, quite a jump. Nice catch. Here's Iñaki, backhand from the 8 line to the back wall. Rebote kicks out to the 6. Low hard throw by Amigorena, and Eada's there. Amigorena again, backhand from the 11. Rebote, missed, point, set and match in straight sets for Iñaki. And Amigorena of the Cyclones taking it 6-3, 6-3.
Statement victory for the Cyclones to open up this game day. Goaga and Eada with just a great performance last time out on Friday night, and Iñaki and Amigorena, they shut them down 6-3, 6-3 in straight sets. They get the first win of tonight's game day.
As soon as that Jai-Alai ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Let's take a look at that game day score now, reflecting that win by the Cyclones. Add yesterday's result, that was a win by the Devils over the Fireballs. So the Devils slide up with 1 point for that win. The Fireballs remain with half a point, and they are tied for fourth. We're going to hear from the winners, Inaki and Amigorena, improving to 2-0 after that win. Here they are, Inaki and Amigorena. Congratulations on another solid performance. What was the key tonight to slowing down two of really the hottest players in Battle Court?
Oh, it was a very hard game. We play very well. Iñaki and me, we communicate very well, very good. So I think that was the key to win against this couple that is one of the best of Division 3 for sure.
Yeah, and that was the second longest point we've seen, the opening point to start this match. What is it like when you're in a rally of that length?
I mean, don't miss the ball and keep playing, you know, and that's it.
Awesome, guys. Well, great start. Congratulations on that win.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
You don't want to be the one. You don't want to be the one to end the point.
That's what I was
on the wrong side of that.
kind of we were hoping for. It's like, hey, just don't mess it up now.
It's like, oh, we've been at this for 20 minutes. I can't screw this up.
I feel like it gets to like it's a 3 or 4 minutes. You're like, all right, we're not throwing a shot. There's mutual respect. Just stay. If you miss the ball, that's it. All right, we'll move on over to singles now. 4th division matchup. We'll see Eada against Ben. Eada back on the Cyclones this season after a brief stint with the Fireballs. Ben has been a Renegade for quite a while. He's played his career mostly as a 5, been in Division 4 the last couple of years, and wouldn't even know it. Ben played great last time out, too, on Friday, particularly in doubles, so see what he's got here alone in singles. Eada will have the serve to begin this match. There's a serve by Eada. We begin match 2. Backhand to the inside, caught in the air. Eada goes deep. Ben on the rebote, lays it up. Eada picks it up at the 7 line. Forehand, high and hard. Passing again. Ben waits on another rebote. That's a tough one. It escaped. It's out of play. Eada, first point, second match.
Tough to make that rebote at the side wall on the right side. Ben had his back all the way up against the wall. Ball came into the cesta, just sent out of play.
Ben from the left side, there's the backhand. Stop by Eada. Then again, a powerful left side. This one passes. Eada looking for the rebote, drops it to the inside. Ben picks it up. Eada again, this time from the 11 line, higher and harder, another rebote. Ben has to dig this one out, but he drops it in the pad. 2 points for Eada.
Oh, just
Ball
a tip.
Missed off the serve. That's an ace. It brings it to 3-0.
So Ben usually going for most of these catches on the left side. Strong enough forehand, but that one just could not get the ball in the cesta.
Ben takes his serve. Another backhand. This one low and hard. Eada has it from the 10. Ben committed to the catch, missed it overhead. That's 4 straight for Eada.
That's when we'll see a number of players that will come out, let it pass them, come out to make the rebote. Ben's rebote is good, but it was just, like you said, committed to taking that one in the air, wound up with the tip ball.
Ben handles that serve as it crosses the sidewall. He goes deep. Eada backpedals quickly, stops at the 7. Just lays it up to the inside. Ben takes the floater. Backhand from the 10. Wall to wall again. Eada, forehand rebote inside, backing up. Ben could not scoop it. That's 5 points and a possible set point.
Ben, as we know, does a lot of practicing, but Eada will just out-volley almost anyone in all of backcourt. Does not throw a lot of shots, except when you say into the microphone and you're announcing that he doesn't throw a lot of shots, then he usually throws a shot. But he'll just volley all day.
Eada again takes it in the air. Ooh, that backhand up at the overhead screen and out of play. Ben gets on the board. Point. Still possible set point for Eada.
The unforced error will avoid a shutout here for Ben. See if Ben's able to put some points up on the board here for Eada can finish this first set out.
Eada, nice backhand. Ben stops this one from the 10 line. Forehand Bote sticks along the side wall. Ben goes up for it. Good control. Gets it off. Passing Eada again. Forehand Bote. Dropped inside. Ben just does get to it. Outside placement attempted. Scoop by Eada. Eada Costado inside. Ben gets there. Ben, 2-wall. Eada with a great read. Stops it on the right side. The sidearm carom scores for the set. Eada wins it 6-1. 2 minutes. We'll come back and play set number 2.
Yeah, that was pretty well done. Eada's had some success 2025 here. Sidearm carom from the outside. Throws it really low. And it's working for him. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players coming back here to take their breaks and to prepare for sets and matches.
You can't ask for a better start if you're Eada. You know, sometimes in these singles matches, you know, Eada struggles to kill the point, and he gets, you know, stays in there probably a little bit longer than he needs to, but didn't have that issue today. Forehand here. Oh, here's the carom that ends it. Sidearm play. You see Ben expecting that forehand back to the inside. Eada just switches it up for the set.
Eada is solidly in charge of that set from beginning to end. We'll see if Ben's able to put something together here for the second set. Here we have Eada towel over his arm. Throwing forehands does put a lot of stress on all the major soft tissues in that right side.
He threw a costado there. That was, you know, unique for Eada. I mean, you don't see that all too often. I mean, and it certainly looks like he's not fully comfortable, but don't know if he's
one of the things that you can't really see. You definitely can't see when the camera's rolling. Can't even see it in slow motion. You can occasionally see it in stills. Is when a player throws a right side, just before it releases, how far back their wrist is.
Yeah.
The wrist is so far back, like open so far. And that basically pulls on everything from the elbow to the wrist. All of those tendons. And then to give the ball oomph when you're throwing the right side, that's
the sidearm carom probably. That's
exactly the shoulder and the bicep.
Well, we are ready to begin set number 2. Ben will serve to Eada. And coming up after this one, we'll see top division doubles Inaki and Manu up against Goer and Eada. Then Bueno and Rock take on Stan and Flores, followed by 2 singles matches. Manu against Goer, then Amigorena against Goaga. There's a serve by Ben. Set 2 is underway. Eada gets in there with the left side backhand right on the wall. Ben, great catch. Forehand Bote and escaped up in the overhead screen and out of play. Ben, first point. Set 2.
When the rebote comes out, once that ball hits the back wall, the speed with which it's coming off the back wall sets the pace for how the ball is going to be played.
Low hard serve. Eada gets up to it, trying to pass with the left side, and he does. Ben lays up the rebote. Eada steps back. Here's the forehand. High and hard, dropped in the corner. Ben, another one. Makes a save. Eada now on the right side again. Softer touch. And it died in the corner. Ben from the left side. 3 in a row. Rebote missed that time. Eada ties it up, 1-1. We will have an equipment.
Well, we'll see what he's going to do here.
Will be an equipment timeout here as Ben is to change his shoes. So again, Ben just changing out a piece of equipment. Towards the end of that set, it looked like he was trying to fix something with his shoe, and then, yeah, it seems like he's just going to bring out a new pair entirely and it's better footing. So Eada can, if he wants to get some throws in here, he can. He's going to do it against the net. Oh, we're going to get right up in there, huh? Okay, Ben back in the... There he is, changing out those shoes. That's what the, that's a little behind the scenes here. Ben making his way back out, going to tie back in, and we will continue on with this match. Eada won the first set, 6-1. We're tied 1-1 here in set number 2. We'll resume our second set. Eada serves to Ben, tied 1-1.
So we have both equipment timeouts and injury timeouts. Normally won't take longer than 5 minutes. The rules as stated basically give a maximum of 5 minutes to resolve the issue. That one easily resolved, just a couple minutes. And play continues.
Served by Eada, we resume play. Ben, high, hard backhand. Eada looking for that rebote. Plays it at the 8 line. To the inside. Scoop by Ben. Low, hard backhand. Eada. High and hard. That's beautifully thrown. Passing. Ben looking for it. Just lays it up. Eada on the hop. Makes the catch. Fires it to the inside. Whoa, what a catch by Ben as that crossed the side wall. Eada staying up in the front. Makes the catch. Hard throw again. Another rebote. Ben returns a 2-wall. That's too low. Caught the pad, and the pad is bad. 2 points now for Eada.
It's about to say, if he would have won that point, it's the shoes, but that rebote wound up in the pad. That's not the shoes.
Oh, tough catch by Ben there along the sidewall. Backhand right to Eada. Eada, his return clears the overhead screen. Ben all the way out to the 7 line. Turns the rebote back to Eada. On the left side, low runner. Drops right in the corner. Ben, nice save. Back to Eada. Left side, softer touch. Kind of opens up a little. Ben all the way into the backcourt. Returns a high 2-wall. Eada has it on the forehand. He fires it inside. Ben missed it along the side wall. Perfectly placed to give Eada a 3-1 lead.
Very well done by Eada, crossing the side wall deep in the backcourt. Ben's catching been improving throughout these sets. But that one, just couldn't pull it off the side wall.
Ben just launches this one. Eada backpedals quickly. Keeps it inside. Ben reaching low. Handles. Forehand bote. Spinning save. Ooh, Ben just does get to it. Costano. That passes. Long run for Eada. He gets back there to make the save. Edge by Ben. Oh, a little 2-wall. Eada knows where to be. Outside placement.
Good read by Ben.
With a great read. Ben to the inside. Oh, right to Eada. No juggle. That ball's in play.
Catch.
And it scores. What an effort by Eada to get his 4th point.
Boy, Eada just reached out with the left side, and look what I got. Just stopped the ball in the cesta. That was just really well done. Ben reading Eada well. Eada reading Ben well. Very well done.
Ben, nicely thrown there along the wall. Eada, Robote right back to him. Ben up at the 8 line, hard throw again. Drops into the corner. Eada comes back for it, makes a spinning save. Well placed Robote, caught by Ben before it crossed the sidewall. He goes deep. Eada lines up the Robote, trying to get it. Well, Ben steps in. It's a nice catch in the air. Now able to pass on the Robote. Ben lays one up high to the inside. Eada on the backhand. Just passes. And the Robote missed. 5 points, possible set, and a possible match point here for Eada.
Ben has just not been able to get anything going in this singles match. We've seen Ben working on that Costado 2-all, have not seen a successful one. He had one ball escape from his forehand. Cesta's looking fresh, if I'm not mistaken. Would you agree? New Cesta? Newish? Newish.
New-looking glove in particular. That's, you know,
newish.
the reeds look rather fresh on the inside.
When players bring out new Cestas, it takes a little while to get used to them.
Nice serve. Ben takes it back behind him at the 11 line. Goes deep with the backhand. Passing Eada. Lays it up. Ben with the carom. Eada takes off, stops it on the outside. 3-wall play to finish it off. Ben steps in,
Beautiful.
and he saves the Robote to keep it going. Eada from the 9 line, that one up in the overhead screen. It's out of play. It extends the match here. 2 points for Ben. He serves.
Eada really just trying to float that into the backcourt, not give much of a Robote, have it die somewhere in the back. Didn't work, caught the overhead screen. Still a possible match point here for Eada.
Eada gets up to that serve. Stops it on the right side. 3-wall play again. Ben, Robote, little clip. Back to Eada in the middle of the court. He faked the carom, drops it inside. Going to be a tough one. Ben looking to dig it out.
Good effort.
He will not. Point, set, and match. Eada, straight set victory, 6-1, 6-2. Back-to-back wins for the Cyclones to open up this game day. In great position to pick up some points. Tonight's action coming up next. We'll move over to doubles. Top division, we'll see Nakia Manu against Goer and Eada. Game day score here reflecting those 2 wins by the Cyclones. You see some practice going on in the background for that top division doubles match, excuse me. We'll see top division singles a little bit later. And D1 doubles up now, Division 6 doubles up next. And singles 1 and singles 3. That will close out the game day. We will hear from our winner, Eada there. Textbook performance from Eada, one of the best singles we've seen from him. And he improves to 2-0 to begin this Winter 25 season. There is Eada, now a member of the Cyclones. Great performance. What was the game plan today coming in against a familiar opponent in Ben?
Well, Ben has been playing. His game has improved a lot through the years. So I was trying not to make mistakes. That was the whole thing.
Yeah, Eada, a great start for you. 2-0 in singles. Congratulations on another win.
Thank you. Thank you guys for keep watching.
All right, we'll move on over to doubles. Inaki and Manu, an opportunity here. They go up against Goer and Eada. See the 2 teams up there. Neither played so far to begin this season. Inaki and Manu, I mean, that's a team we saw, I believe, was World Super Court 2, so I mean, some high expectations.
That's right.
And then Goer up there in the front with Eada back behind him. Eada's been catching great to begin the Winter 25 season. See if he can do it again with the best on the roster up in front of him in Goer.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our next match of the day. Third of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. Naki will have the serve for the Cyclones. There's the serve. We begin. Rebote forehand by Iñaki. Here's a backhand by Eada. Wall to wall from the left side. Perfect placement. Scores. Iñaki and Manu are on the board first here in our opening set. Iñaki has the serve for the Cyclones.
And Rebote kind of stays to the outside, not the intent, but works as an outside placement just inside the boundary line. And then once it hits the cage, point's over.
Eada on the backhand to the inside. Manu on the Rebote. High to pass. Big bounce brought down. Manu, good read, good catch. Forehand from the 9 line. Here's Eada. Manu now from the 10 line. Powerful backhand. Eada's there. Manu at the 13, backhand to the inside. Rebote by Goer. Catch by Manu. Rebote forehand by Iñaki. Goer attacks, winds up. Rifles this inside. What a scoop by Manu. Manu, that ball's coming off the side wall. Iñaki back at the 9 line from the left side. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall, played on the forehand of Goer. Here's the backhand by Manu. Rebote coming back out. Goer hits the side wall, makes the save. Eada pulls that off the side wall, behind the 12 line. Beautiful catch by Eada at the back wall. Here's Manu from the 11. Rebote left side. Big backhand by Manu. Eada from the 13 line. Manu's there. Goer, forehand Rebote. Hard to the inside, dropping and scoring. Well played. 1-1. Goer serves for the Renegades.
It took Goer a little bit of time to get warmed up in his previous doubles match on Friday night with Ben. So, again, if you're going to get him, you got to get these Renegades in the opening set. Once his ball warms up and Goer can start firing it as hard as he wants, it gets tough to read and defend his shots.
And there appears to be a broken cesta.
Yeah.
So the part of the cesta that holds the cinta onto the cesta broke.
So we'll get the part of the cesta that holds the cinta together. Is that what we're?
So it's an actual part of the cesta that broke. Exactly. It's right on top of the glove when you're. So the cinta broke,
You see, they're both made out of the same material, so when you're watching it walk by, it looks very similar.
There you go. Just the Cinta. That's the tie that keeps the hand in that basket.
Easily replaced in less than 45 seconds, which is what we like to see. Play will continue. There's a backhand by Eada. Here's a backhand by Eada. Manu from the 11 line. Eada's there, backhand to the inside. Inaki pulls it off the sidewall. Here's the backhand. Backhand by Manu. Sherry makes a save. Inaki lets it pass. Manu, low runner to the inside. That's a tough one. Picked up beautifully by Eada in the corner. Here's Manu from the 9 line. Hard throw to the inside. Inaki gets in there.
Tough
Great
one.
catch. Nice return. Eada from the 10 line. Backhand to the inside. Here's Manu. Inaki now from the 7. Manu, powerful backhand from the 12 line. Robote coming out. Robote left side to the inside by Gosheri. Manu again. Tough catch by Eada. Gosheri is looking for the Robote at the 8 line. Right up the middle. Caught near by Inaki. 2-all by Inaki. Opens wide and scores. That's beautifully executed by Inaki. Costado 2-all. Inaki and Manu with 2. Inaki has the serve for the Cyclones.
Yeah, you got to go for a sharp angle if you want to beat Gosheri to the net. I mean, he's taken off. Inaki throws it and still a couple feet away from that ball by the time it's in the net. I mean, that was Inaki's biggest weapon when he was, I mean, really dominant and playing his best highlight.
Yeah.
I mean, that was probably back in seasons 2 and 3, the first couple seasons. So if he can get back to that, and he's got Manu behind him. I mean, this is already one of the best #1 teams.
Here's a backhand by Eada. Manu, backhand from the 9 line. Eada's there. To the inside he goes. Eada now from the 12 line on the left side. Manu from deep in the backcourt. Wall to wall from the left side. Forehand Robote by Gosheri. What an effort by Manu. Excellent throw by Gosheri. We're all tied up 2-2. Gosheri serves for the Renegades.
Rare miss, though, by Manu. Doesn't matter how hard it's coming in, where it is along the side wall. He has a knack for bringing it in. And Inaki was there, too, and maybe calling him off in position to play that Robote, so one that he didn't necessarily need, but it gets the Renegades their second point.
Low hard serve by Gosheri. Taken in the backcourt by Manu. Inaki calling for the Robote. Plays it up from the forehand. Gosheri fine catch at the 9 line. Backhand bullet comes to the left side of Manu. Eada from the 12 line. Manu in the corner. Backhand from deep in the backcourt. Wall to wall. Gosheri's there. Lower Robote by Gosheri. Manu on the left side. Low and hard to the backcourt, and Eada's there. Gosheri calls for the Robote. Beautiful catch by Manu at the 10 line. Hard throw to the corner, and Eada's there again. Here's Inaki, backhand from the 9 line.
Rebote forehand by Inaki. Gosheri takes in the air, winds up. Splitter caught on the forehand of Manu. Carom by Manu, thrown sharply to score. That was well executed. 3 points for Inaki and Manu off a carom by Manu. Inaki serves. Reminder the scoring here in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
And a smart throw there by Manu. I mean, you don't want to rip something back to the inside with Gosheri and Eada standing across from you. I mean, those guys can catch almost anything. Go for the carom, get it to open up, and that's a long run for Gosheri.
Very well done.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to throw that one pretty poorly to have Gosheri get to it, and Manu.
And I mean, Gosheri's one of the fastest guys on the roster, so.
But he executed that one well, no chance.
Here's Eada from the backcourt on the left side. Rebote save. The inside. Gosheri picks it off. Sends it back to pass. Manu running for it. Good effort. Just missed. Well thrown by Gosheri to score. It's 3-3. Gosheri serves for the Renegades.
And when you have such a devastating drop shot and inside placement, you can get guys on that costado to pass. I mean, Manu was expecting... He was up there at the 7 line expecting some sort of shot with a softer touch. Gosheri recognized it. He threw it over his head, and very difficult rebote the way that ball's spinning. Doesn't want to stay in the air all too long.
Hard serve. Good catch. Here's the backhand. Gosheri over the top on the right side. Inaki has it at the 7 line. Catch by Manu. Overhead on the left side. Here's Manu from the 12 line. Back to the inside. Tough catch by Eada deep in the backcourt. What a catch by Manu off the side wall. Gosheri's there. Drop ball on the backswing. 4 points for Inaki and Manu. Inaki serves.
Well, just a few things we're not used to seeing with the Renegades. It happened with Goaga, now happening there with Gosheri.
Sesta was in constant motion, just didn't have control of the ball. It's just one of those things. We don't know that he didn't, but we could see that he didn't have control of the ball because he dropped it on the backswing.
You know, a lot of times when they catch it low or on the wall, that's the time you don't have, a lot of control, and that one was just a little bit different.
Here's the backhand by Eada. Great catch by Manu. Backhand from the 11 line. What a catch by Eada at the back wall. Inaki. Costado to the inside. Here's Manu from the 11. Powerful throw to the inside, right to the corner, and Eada's there. Inaki on the catch, winds up. Low placement to the inside, will score. Well done by Inaki, changing things up. 5 points, possible set point for Inaki and Manu.
Well, you got to get Eada off his footing there. He likes to stand in the back corner, and he just catches everything. Force him to move up. Going to come undone a few times more. Inaki got him there with the second bounce on that placement shot to the inside. Not one you often see either. Either you go with the drop shot or you go hard back to the inside with the costado, but that was really well done.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Eada. Rebote. Catch by Gosheri. Gosheri back to the inside. Beautiful pickup by Manu. Manu powerfully from the left side, sending this to the rebote for Gosheri. Manu, beautiful rebote, passing Gosheri. What a catch. Up the wall by Eada. Here's Manu, deep in the backcourt. Powerful backhand. Rabote coming out. Goer makes a save. Inaki with a tip ball at the 7 line. 4 points for Goer and Eada. Still 5 for Inaki and Manu. Possible set point for Inaki and Manu of the Cyclones.
Here come the Renegades, always battling late in these sets. And Goer picking the pace up significantly, throwing a couple more costados, moving the defense around, and Inaki comes flying in there and just missed it.
Powerful, powerful serve by Goer. Will take it to 5-5. This is set point.
I mean, that ball was a couple feet off the wall. It was just so hard that Manu couldn't handle it.
Two different types of floating. Don't really know how to explain it, but there's a floating when it's not coming very fast, and there's a floating when it's coming very fast. You just have to have your cesta lined up and have that wrist ready to give perfectly.
Excellent catch by Manu. Here's the backhand to the corner, out to the Rabote. Goer on the Rabote. Manu is there. Powerful backhand. Eada down low. Manu from the 11 line. Backhand. To the corner. What a catch by Eada off the side wall. Goer with a tip ball at the 10 line. Point and set to Inaki and Manu of the Cyclones. They take the first set 6-5. We'll put 2 minutes on the board, come back out, play our next set.
A little bit of a surprising end to that set. Not for Inaki, though. Inaki was ready for that.
Yeah, trading some missed balls there late. Inaki had one, and then the same type of throw. Goer missed. The Cyclones come away 6-5. There's that first set.
You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently playing our 3rd of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players coming back here to take their breaks in between sets and to prepare for matches. Inaki seated on the Cyclones side. There with Manu and Amigorena.
We'll start it off with a great performance against Goaga and Eada, and Inaki is delivering once again here with Manu. How about the Cyclones picking up Inaki here in round 2? I mean, there was a time where he was one of the better top division players in all of Battle Court, so, you know, it's just a matter of his health throughout this season. If he can stay out there and be a factor and be available for this team, I mean, there is no reason why the Cyclones can't win the championship this season. With a deep and pretty loaded roster, too.
I agree, Andrew. The truth of the matter is that Inaki looks well, not just compared to how he looked when he was coming back from those injuries, but he looks good as compared to how he's ever played Battle Court or at Magic City. The shots are on, his catching's on. I remember last week, several split placements. He just got his cesta up and stopped every one of them. Communication with Manu has been excellent here. Won the first set. Close, but they still got it. Goer has a habit of coming back.
Well, he did it on Friday night.
There's a poke the bear quality to a couple guys on this roster.
Yeah, we'll see here set 2 as players are making their way out there. I mean, this would be quite the win for the Cyclones. I mean, they would have 3 wins so far on the game day to none for the Renegades, and we've only played half the matches.
So by definition, on the game day, that would they win.
Well, if they win this one, they would secure at least a tie
minimum.
At least a tie for the Cyclones. So,
yeah, but you got number 20 serving. So we're ready to begin.
Goer has the serve. Beautiful serve, even better catch by Manu, pulling that off the side wall. Here's Eada. Rabote left side. Goer Comes crashing in the side wall to make that play. Inaki, beautiful catch, pulling that right off the side wall. Eada from deep at the 12 line. Rebote forehand by Inaki, cut off midcourt by Gosheri. Gosheri to the inside from the costado. Manu is there. Rebote left side, big bounce. Brought down by Manu. Big backhand, caught a piece of the side wall. That's going to the outside. Inaki reads it perfect, puts it back inside. Here's Eada on the return. Rebote. 2-all, opening wide and scoring. Well executed by Inaki. First point of the second set for Inaki and Manu. Inaki serves. Wow.
What more can you say? I mean, Inaki's just been on fire today and now throwing a shot off the rebote. And, I mean, he caught Gosheri. Not often you see him that far out of position. I mean, it was an extra aggressive start for Gosheri. I mean, it's a smart throw. I mean, after he's losing the set, he's trying to cut everything off that he basically can on the inside. So what do? Throw a shot off the rebote.
Here's Eada from midcourt, right over the head of Inaki. Catch by Manu, backhand from the 11 line. Beautiful catch by Eada off the sidewall. Manu from the 11. Back to the inside, Eada's there. Beautiful catch by Manu in the corner. Rebote for Gosheri at the 8 line from the costado to the inside. Manu passes on it, but plays the rebote. Gosheri picks it off. Hard to the inside, scoop by Manu. Beautifully caught. What a bullet. Oh, tremendous catch by Eada. That ball dies coming off the back wall. Well played by both teams. 1-1. Gosheri serves.
Yeah, I mean, you can hear the sound. It was really clunky as it hit and just didn't make it nearly as far as Manu thought. And he was right to think that way, too, and he typically does. And so far today, the ball has been bouncing in the Cyclones' favor, so just one going against him there, but the big one. Now Gosheri serves.
Beautiful serve, but an even better catch by Manu. Manu on the backhand from the 11 line. Rebote forehand. Here's the catch by Manu. Good catch by Inaki. 2-all by Inaki. Opens wide and scores. Beautifully executed costado 2-all. 2 points for Inaki and Manu of the Cyclones. Inaki serves.
And that's as well as he's ever thrown that costado 2-all. Maybe a function of the lower pad, but that thing really opened up. Again, you see Gosheri drops it on the floor. Inaki steps in. There's the costado from the left side. 2-all to score.
And again, Gosheri's taken off after that ball. Excellent catch by Eada deep in the backcourt. Here's Manu from the 11 line. Powerful throw from the left side. What a catch by Eada. Manu reaching overhead makes a fantastic catch at the 13 line. Manu again takes this one off the sidewall. Powerful backhand. Rebote comes back to the sidewall. Manu from the 11. Ball comes out of the corner of the forehand rebote of Inaki, caught by Gosheri. Backhand, low and hard, and Manu is there. Manu, low bullet from the left side. Rebote comes right out. Catch by Manu at the 10 from the forehand. Passes. Caught by Eada deep. Rebote forehand hooked by Inaki. 2-2, Goer serves for the Renegades.
I don't know if that was a placement shot, maybe going for something to the inside, but it just didn't look quite natural for Inaki there on his right side. I mean, again, just can't give these Renegades chance after chance. And again, with Goer serving, Manu's done a great job. He's only missed one, but these are coming in fast.
Here's the backhand by Manu. Eada from the 12 line. Inaki takes this one on the forehand. Over the top. Rebote forehand by Inaki, 2-pass. Caught in the backcourt by Eada. Inaki on the rebote, keeps it inside. Here's Eada. Backhand. Rebote left side by Inaki. Kicks to the inside, and Eada reaches way up to make a fine catch. Inaki, 8-line, backhand. At the side wall, Eada's there. Rebote forehand by Goer. Rebote stays to the inside, kicks up high, and a great catch by Eada in the corner. Here's Inaki, backhand from the 8. At the sidewall, Eada's there again. Manu from the 10. Rebote forehand, sidearm. This one picked up by Manu. Fine catch, hard throw. Manu on the left side, backhand from the 11 line, big bounce. Rebote forehand by Goer, caught by Inaki. Inaki changes it to the inside. Goer reads it, stops it, returns it from the 7. Catch by Manu, backhand from the 11. Rebote forehand hooked into the pad by Goer. 3 points for Inaki and Manu. Inaki serves.
Yeah, Goer was throwing the ball awfully hard throughout that point, and eventually when you throw it at that pace, I guess the miss is you might hook it, comes out a little low, and send it into the floor like that, and into pad, excuse me, and out of play. Not a ton of offense coming from the Renegades today. Used to Goer scoring. See if he picks it up here at the point of this second set.
Here's a backhand by Manu. What a catch by Eada, made deep. Manu again, this time from the 12. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall, played for the big bounce by Goer. Fine catch and return by Manu. Rebote forehand save by Goer. Inaki picks it off. Change of pace. Good read by Eada. Inaki makes the rebote save. Goer has a cesta on it. Hard throw from the Costalo, caught in the air on the forehand of Manu. He sends it deep from the right side, wall to wall, out to the rebote. Rifled by Goer, tipped by Manu at the 11 line. 3-3, Goer serves for the Renegades.
I mean, a good illustration of how fast that ball's coming in. I mean, Manu caught it right on the tip. I mean, he was trying to bring the basket out of the way to cradle that ball, and just couldn't get it out of the way in time. I think, was it Kubala yesterday that mentioned sometimes the ball like kind of skips on him a little bit? I mean,
Yeah, as opposed to taking the bounce.
right. I mean,
Yeah.
that certainly could have happened there because, I mean, the timing was, I mean, a little bit off for Manu, and he doesn't make mistakes like that all too often.
Beautiful serve by Goer. Here's a backhand by Manu. Rebote forehand. Here's Manu from the 10 line. Inaki, great catch at the 9. Here's the backhand. Eada from deep in the backcourt. Manu to the inside. Urbieta on the backhand from the 12 line. Iñaki from the 8. Iñaki keeps it inside. Urbieta's there. Rebote by Gosheri. Stays to the inside. Here's Manu. Rebote is tipped off the scoop attempt by Manu. Beautifully thrown by Gosheri. They take the lead 4-3. Gosheri has the serve for the Renegades.
Yeah, Manu had little time to react. I mean, there was about a half a second. Do I get out there for the rebote or do I try to scoop it up?
It's kind of no man's land that he's making that.
Yeah,
that
I mean, when you're
too.
indecisive, I mean, you just end up having to make a tough scoop and it just comes up on you pretty quickly.
Rebote forehand by Gosheri. Plays it low. Manu is there. Manu from the left side. Rebote. Manu plays Rebote to the outside. Urbieta from the forehand. Iñaki, great catch coming cross court. At the 7 line, he makes the play. Here's the backhand by Urbieta. Rebote left side, 2-all is out. 5 points for Gosheri and Urbieta, possible set point.
Well, that's what we say. As the match goes on, Gosheri gets more and more dangerous. Hot ball. He's throwing it as hard as he can, and Cyclones just don't really have an answer. I mean, Manu trying to turn that 2-all so quickly, but he sent it well wide of the court. Just so hard to maintain control when the ball's coming off the back wall at that speed.
Powerful, powerful serve by Gosheri. Nice catch and return by Manu. Manu from the 11 line. Urbieta at the 13. Rebote saved by Iñaki. Here's Gosheri with a hop at the 10 line. High and hard to the back wall. Rebote forehand. Midcourt. Great catch by Urbieta. Iñaki midcourt. Rebote to the inside. This one stopped on the forehand of Urbieta. Rebote for Gosheri. Stays to the inside, and Manu is there. Backhand from the 11 line. Iñaki with a hop. Backhand from the 8. Rebote left side by Gosheri. This one caught by Manu. Beautiful catch in the corner by Urbieta. Here's Iñaki winding up. Costado 2-all opens wide and scores. That was beautifully executed by Iñaki. That is 4 points for Iñaki and Manu. 5 points for Gosheri and Urbieta. Still possible set point here for Gosheri and Urbieta. Iñaki serves.
Well, Inaki's throwing a couple good ones today, but that might be the best of the bunch. I mean, you see where it hits the front wall and where it drops on the floor? I mean, that's about the 2-line extended and where that ball hits. I mean, just no chance for Gosheri, even with his speed.
That's the whole key with that shot, is having the ability to throw it, the confidence to throw it, knowing when to throw it. And look, when you're up there against Gosheri, it takes a lot of confidence to throw it. Beautifully done by Iñaki.
Here's the backhand. Rebote, left side by Iñaki. Kicks. Big bounce brought down by Urbieta in the backcourt. Manu calls for the catch. Here's the backhand. Powerfully thrown, a bullet to the corner, and Urbieta's there. Backhand by Urbieta. Rebote left side by Iñaki makes a save. Gosheri comes in. Costado's split placement.
Oh, my.
Lands out. That's off the court. It is 5-5. So it is set point, possible set point here for Gosheri and Urbieta. Possible match point for Iñaki and Manu.
Space was there on that split placement by Gosheri. Just stayed in the air a little bit longer than he wanted, sailing eventually wide of the boundary. what a win this would be for the Cyclones to start off the game day with 3 straight.
In straight sets.
Yeah, I mean, Zafico Sherry in doubles too. That's, see what happens here. Critical point.
Here's the backhand by Eada, catch by Naki. Naki from the 8 line. Going back, Eada's there. Inaki from the 8. Another hard throw to the corner. Eada down low, backhand from the 12. Catch on the forehand of Manu. Manu from the forehand. Rebote for Gosheri. At the side wall, that ball took a big bounce and Manu brought it in. Here's the backhand by Eada. What a catch by Manu. Backhand from the 12. Eada's there again. Manu from the 11 line. Low bullet. Right to the corner. What a catch by Eada. Tremendous catch by Manu. Rebote coming out. Gosheri on the rebote. Stays inside Manu. Great catch. Hard throw. Rebote to the 7 line. Split placement caught in the air by Inaki. Drop shot by Inaki. Perfectly executed to score for the win. Point set and match in straight sets to Inaki and Manu of the Cyclones, taking it 6-5, 6-5.
What a way to end it. A couple shots for Inaki, and the drop shot gives the Cyclones the win. 6-5, 6-5. They take it in straight sets. See that game day score in the bottom left. 3 wins for the Cyclones, still none for the Renegades. Move on over to doubles Division 6. Bueno and Rock take on Stan and Flores.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Third win in a row for the Cyclones. They have a commanding lead on this game day. One more win out of these next 3 matches, and the Cyclones will pick up a full point for the game day win. We're going to hear from the top doubles team of the Cyclones. First time we saw them this year, Stu, and all signs point to this being a great year for Inaki and Manu, winners of that match. Congratulations, guys. Inaki, the shots were working for you early and late in that match. What's the biggest factor for you? Would you say it's the lower pad or your confidence when throwing shots?
I mean, everything is confidence, right? When you start throwing good the shots, then you take confidence for throwing more, and everything is when the wind is pushing for you, that's take it.
Yeah, and Manu, what is life like now behind Inaki, one of the top front quarters on this roster?
Of course, it's a big pleasure to be able to play with Inaki, a top front court. So I'm very happy for the win for the team. So let's see what happens.
All right, guys, tremendous start and good luck the rest of the way this year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Move on over to 6 division doubles up next. We'll see Bueno and Rock take on Stan and Flores, the 5 and 6 ranked players on the teams paired up in Division 6 doubles. Bueno and Rock suffered a loss in their opening match last time out. They went 9-1 last year, Stu, so one of the better teams in Division 6. Stan and Flores suffered the same fate, also losing their first time out. Bueno and Rock will have the serve. Again, one more win for the Cyclones. They will lock up the game day win. But in any event, we will still play all 6 matches. The first tiebreaker is total matches won this year, so even if the Cyclones win, play all 6. We begin this match with an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up for Bueno.
Yeah, that ball has to land between the 4 and 7 line on the serve.
That is a double fault. back-to-back overserves. That gets Stan and Flores the first point of this match.
Bueno got off to a slow start. When was it? Friday night that they played?
That would have been, I believe, it was Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Right? Yeah.
Tuesday. Whenever the last time the Cyclones were up, Bueno got off to a little bit of a slow start. Came back around.
Overserve. Second one coming up for Stan.
My, oh, my. So you want to keep the ball away from your opposing front quarter. Don't want him to take it and throw a shot, but you need to get that ball.
Second serve is good there by Stan. Rock opens up with the forehand. Stan reaches up overhead to make the catch. Back to the inside. Here's Rock. He goes deep. Passing Flores. Stan on the rebote. That's hooked. Comes up short. 1-1 Rock tied up quickly. 1-1. Stan picks that serve. Drops it to the inside. Bueno comes cross court to make the catch. Low runner. Flores missed it. Rebote not there. 2 points now for the Cyclones.
Yeah, that ball was on the sidewall the whole way. Well thrown. Flores trying to go for it, coming at him. Wasn't able to make a play off the rebote either.
Oh, went for that serve. That knocked it down. Make it 3 points for the Cyclones. Flores now from the left side. There's the backhand. Catch by Rock. Rock from the 10 line. Oh, what a beautiful backhand. It clears the overhead screen. Stan missed that one. 4 points.
Stan having a really difficult time making things happen up there in the front court. His second serve landed in just fine. Missed for Bote. And again there. Rock flirting with the overhead screen, but that did clear. 4-1 here in the first set.
Hard serve again. Flores takes this one. Backhand up the middle. It's got by Rock. Rock high-hearted to the inside. Stan, nice rebote that time. Good control. Bueno steps in. Quick bounce catch on the forehand. Back to Flores. Nice catch. Rock goes deep now. Beautifully thrown again. Stan backpedaling. He just keeps it in play. Bueno comes cross court. Good control. Low runner. Picked off and dropped by Stan. 5 points. Possible set point for the Cyclones. Bueno and Rock.
Yeah, Bueno got off to a little bit of a slow start, but certainly came back around. Number of unforced errors here for the Renegades.
Oh, Stan picks that serve, whips it to the inside. Oh, what a scoop by Rock. Flores reaches in, nice catch along the sidewall. The backhand, right back to him. Flores, tough catch overhead, backhand from the 12 line, floated to the inside. Rock gets there. Rock makes another catch, forehand, right over Stan's head, and it's missed. Point and set. Bueno and Rock take it. 6-1, 2 minutes. We'll come back and play set number 2.
Rather fortunate that Rock didn't go for the carom at that point. Solid play by the Cyclones coming out of that first set.
And that was to be expected after suffering their first loss of the season in the opening match. And it's one of the best teams last year for the Cyclones. So eager to get back out and show that is not the type of performance we're going to see the rest of the year. They made sure of it. 6-1. They take that opening set.
I don't know. Go Sherry walking into the cage with his hands on his hips. I've been told that when not in my announcing responsibilities that sometimes I can be a little on the intimidating side when I'm on those you know, management side.
Sure,
But,
yeah, no.
but no, if I saw Goshari walking at me like that, yeah,
Tighten things up. Yes, sir. Yeah.
yeah, got it. Got it. Flores with some good catches there in the backcourt late. One missed Rebote. But Rock pretty solid. Had that one backhand that flirted with the overhead screen.
Yeah, and halfway to the Cyclones already locking up the game day win. As you mentioned, it's to the season now. The standings are determined by points. You get 1 point for your team if your team wins the game day, half a point if each team ties, 0 points for your team if you lose the game day. The first tiebreaker is total matches won. So again, even if the Cyclones win, those final 2 matches will be of importance to the Renegades because we could get late in the season, they're tied in the standings, and those 2 matches could be the difference between potentially making the playoffs, not making the playoffs, top seed, maybe not. So every point matters, in addition to prize money for the players.
Yeah, as we heard from Inaki last
As we all know now.
As we heard from Inaki last
So.
week. Yes, the prize money is absolutely key.
And 2 of the better players coming out. I mean, you got Goshari in singles up next, and then Goaga. Goshari against Manu, Goaga against Amigorena, and 2 matches where the Cyclones are, I believe, favorites over at our partner Hard Rock Bet. There's a serve. We begin our second set with an underserve. Rock opens up with a backhand right into the corner. Rebote forehand. Nice save by Stan. Rock waits on it, back at the 11 line. Hard throw again. Flores goes up and makes the catch. Rock from the 10 line, high hard throw. Wow, narrowly clears. Stan backpedaling, just does get out there. He fires it though on the top of the pad. Any part of the pad is bad.
Yeah, Rock needs to stop flirting with the overhead screen. Eventually it's going to tap and be out of play. And he doesn't need that. Stan's been having a bit of difficulty with these rebotes. That one hooked into the pad.
Flores backhand 2-all. Bueno, we read that one. Returns a carom. It's missed on the outside. That'll score for the Cyclones. Make it 2-0.
Good carom by Bueno. Moved up on the ball well. Stopped it. Carom didn't cut out. Too close to the front wall, but was enough to score. Very well done.
Fault under serve. Came up short of the 4. Second serve here for Bueno. Second serve is good. Here's Flores, drops it to the inside. Rock couldn't get there, calls him off on the rebote. That's up in the overhead screen and out of play. That gets Stan and Flores their first point of set 2.
No shutout here in the second set. I don't know that I've often said this. Rock a little lackadaisical as far as getting that ball up to the front wall. Had the distance, had the power. In fact, a little too much hit the overhead screen before the front wall.
Rock on the forehand. High and hard to the inside. 3-wall play. Stan in position to turn that rebote. Right to Bueno. Costado. Hard to the inside. Flores with a nice scoop. Bueno, missed ball along the side wall. Back-to-back points for the Renegades. And we're tied up.
Flores did a good job of getting that ball back to the sidewall. More difficult to catch the closer it is to the sidewall. Very well done.
Fault under serve. Second serve coming up. Oh, that is a double fault. That's going to bring it to 3-2 in favor of the Cyclones.
Stan wanting to keep that serve away from Bueno. Bueno's, yeah, he's inclined to take the serve and throw a shot off it. Sometimes that just gets in the server's head and the box becomes this impossible spot to hit.
Nice catch there by Rock off the sidewall. Hard backhand. Passing. Here's the rebote. Nice play by Stan. Back to Bueno. Cuts it off at the 9. Low bullet. Stan just dropped it. 4-2 lead for the Cyclones.
I don't know that I've heard Stan vocalize before like that.
No.
I mean, he's obviously frustrated. No question about that.
Stan picks that serve, whips it up the middle. Rock alone for that rebote. He makes a diving save. It's a 2-all. Right back to Stan. Stan keeps the pressure on.
Look at Rock.
Oh, catch by Rock in the air. And it scores. What a play. That's 5 points. Possible set and a possible match point for Bueno and Rock.
Gotta love the way Stan kicked it into another gear, played much more aggressively there, but Rock was there throw by throw. And that backhand, Flores just could not hold on to.
Flores takes his serve, opens up with a backhand, trying to pass Rock. He makes the catch. Powerful throw from the 11 line, rebote. Laid up high off the front wall, right back to Rock. He makes the catch. He fires it up the middle. Flores is there. Tough pickup by Bueno. Bueno from the left side. Flores reaching in again. Backhand, ooh, that's a bullet in the corner. Flores alone for that. Rebote comes out on the left side. Bueno waits on it again. Both Renegades there. Flores, the one to turn it. Bueno makes the stop. Fires it inside once more. 3-wall play. Flores, that rebote's up in the overhead screen. Point, set, and match. Goes to the Cyclones. They win it 6-1, 6-2. And with that, 4 wins in a row. The Cyclones has secured the game day win already. Still 2 matches left, though, both singles. We'll see Manu against Goer, and then Amigorena against Goaga. Four wins for the Cyclones, enough to get the game day win already. We'll see that point reflected when we get into the post-game show a little bit later. So first time out there, the Cyclones lost to the Chargers. That was last Tuesday. And now here picking up their first game day win already through just 4 matches. Again, the tiebreaker this season of Battle Court, the first tiebreaker is total matches won. So if there's a tie in those standings, go to the total matches, and these 2 could be particularly important for either one of these teams. We're going to hear from our winners, Bueno and Rock, back in the win column for the first time in the Winter 25 season. There they are, Bueno and Rock. Congratulations on closing out the game day for your team. What is it like to have that opportunity, and what are the emotions that come with it?
It feels great. It feels great to go out there and put the points up on the board and seal out the game day. As far as I'm concerned, man, you know, and our match goes, this is the player of the day right there, man. You know, he saved the day there a couple times, played excellent, man. Feels good.
Yeah, and Rock, how are you feeling about another season on this Cyclones team as you guys look towards the championship?
I feel great, especially with Bueno right now. I'm just happy that we were able to come out the following week. After our loss last week, we lost the points for ourselves last week, and we were able to capitalize and come back to how we finished off the season last year, or the last during the fall. But yes, so whoosh whoosh, Cyclones, we're coming back. We're going to keep it going, and we're going for that championship.
Let's go, man.
All right, guys, great start. Congratulations on that win.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Whoosh whoosh.
Whoosh whoosh.
Two singles matches. We'll see Manu against Goer here just a few seconds away from the official start of this match. Goer already with a win in singles. Manu 0-1. That was a tough three-set match. He lost to Zuleika. Goer a winner over Nicholas. That was this past Friday. Manu has a serve ready to go with match 5.
Ready to begin our next match, a singles match. Manu has a serve for the Cyclones. There's the serve. We begin. Here's a backhand by Goer, taken in the air by Manu. Rebote left side. It's a 2-all. Manu makes a stop up at the 6th line. Sidearm Garum opens up with a light touch. Nope. Manu gets the first point. Good effort by Goer. He did make the catch, but one too many steps to get it to the front wall. Manu serves.
Yeah, he was carrying it for quite a while.
He had to have a smile on his face the whole way. He knows. he knows.
And I'm not sure that ball didn't even hit the net to begin with, but I mean, he goes for it right off the bat. Rebote 2-all. I mean, that's not even outside the boundary line. Manu's Karam. Yeah. Just kind of sitting in the basket for a second or two.
Here's the backhand by Goer. Catch by Manu. Goer gets the point and the serve for the Renegades.
And again, that Rebote crossing right along the side wall there. Not often you see a miss like that, and typically when you do, it's because it's right on the numbers. Ties it up here early on, 1-1.
Here's a backhand by Manu. Goer committed to the backcourt, comes out to the 9, makes the Rebote. Outside placement of the Rebote, stopped by Manu. Manu hard from the forehand, goes off the tip of Goer's cesta. 2 points for Manu, he serves.
Well, Devils have difficulty stopping that shot off the Rebote in doubles, but look at Manu, good range, he expects it. Simply because Goer doesn't have a lot of space to turn that from the left side. I mean, has to go outside. Manu read it. Perfectly placed, crossing the side wall and scoring to get the lead.
Goer on the backhand from the 8 line. Wall to wall and out to the Rebote. Rebote thrown by Manu from the 6 line. Light touch, Rebote dropping. Goer makes the save. Here's Manu. Inside placement scores. 3 points. And the serve for Manu of the Cyclone.
Well, for a backcourter, Manu has a dangerous costado. How to walls the opponent to sleep on the windup and then waits for you to commit. Once he sees that, knows exactly where to put it. He had space inside there, a ton of it, to pick up his 3rd point.
Here's the backhand by Goer from the 10 line. Rebote, forehand by Manu. Caught midcourt by Goer, winds up. Costado 2-all, read by Manu. Manu from the Costado will score. Well thrown, 4 points for Manu. He serves.
Well, from the Costado, he got that to come back across Goer's body to his forehand. Acts as, I mean, is it a carambola if it comes from the Costados too? Or is it only?
No, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you don't see this, right? You have to throw it particularly hard, and then look at that angle. Comes back across his body to the forehand and out of reach.
Goer, big backhand. That one caught the overhead screen trying to pass. 5 points for Manu. This is a possible set point.
Wanted to pass really bad. He's been throwing a couple of these backhands with a little extra zip behind it, and that one sent up a little too high and up in the overhead screen.
Here's Gosheri from the 11 line. Wall to wall from the left side. Robote to the outside. Gosheri's there. Forehand play on the carom will score. Gosheri's on the board with 2 points. Manu still with possible set point. Manu serves. Gosheri serves, rather.
And not the worst time to throw it, too. Manu's got a couple points to play with. See if he can get a quick one to end the set, but Gosheri was all over it. Stops it on the outside and able to kill it on his return.
Manu from the 12 line. Backhand. Robote. Forehand by Gosheri. Manu at the side wall. Backhand from the 9 line to the corner. Robote forehand by Manu. Caught mid-court by Gosheri. 2-all by Gosheri. Drops in and scores. Well thrown. 3 points for Gosheri of the Renegades. He serves. Still possible set point for Manu.
Yeah, dropped off the front wall at a pretty sharp angle. It looked like for a second maybe that one was going to sail wide, but you're going to see here it dropped in. It's basically where it hits off the front wall. I mean, that hits well outside, dropping just in to score there.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Manu advances to the 8 line to make this catch. Here's the backhand. Drops to the corner. Robote forehand by Gosheri. Manu is there. Low, hard backhand. Robote coming in low. Played on the forehand of Gosheri. 2 pass. Manu, forehand Robote up the middle. Gosheri makes the scoop. Winds up. Costado 2-all. Excellent stop by Manu. Manu rifles this one. Gosheri. Great catch and a fine return. Robote saved by Manu. Ball's in play. Gosheri's up. 1-2-all to score. 4 points for Gosheri. Still possible set point for Manu.
Gosheri, as we said in doubles, I mean, just always finds a way to stay in these sets, creeping back in it now. Just 1 point deficit and the serve.
Robote, forehand, swing and a miss. That is point and set for Manu of the Cyclones. Winning the first set, 6-4. We'll put 2 minutes on the board, come back out, play our next set.
After all that, nice comeback there in the end by Gosheri, but just missed the forehand Robote. And Manu wins it 6-4, takes the opening set.
Just a different type of energy right now coming from Gosheri. I always get the day screwed up. What day they played? Friday?
Yes, the Renegades played on
Gosheri
Friday.
played as calm, cool, and collected. He looked as comfortable as he could be.
Absolutely.
He hasn't been playing bad tonight. I mean, Manu's been spot on. Inaki earlier in the doubles was able to take advantage of positioning. Gosheri's fast. He just wasn't able to get to those balls. Manu came out strong in the singles. Obviously, Manu would like to finish it out in straight sets. We'll see what Gosheri has in mind here up in the second set.
You always expect some sort of comeback. I mean, Gosheri and Eada losing in straight sets. You don't see that very often, and probably you can count on one hand the amount of times you've seen that in Gosheri's career. So to have it happen twice in the same game day, that would be unprecedented. It's a very happy Cyclones bunch over there, already doing enough to secure the point for the game day win.
And there's never, when you see Naki giving feedback, you can never be quite sure. I mean, he delivers deadpan spot on. Is he being serious? Or is he just saying, look, could you please just win this so we can get out of here?
Yeah, I mean, momentum's on their side, and he said you never know how this match might come into play at the end of the season. Second set ready to go. Gosheri will have the serve to begin set number 2.
I'm at a knock here, Manu.
There's the serve. We begin our second set. Here's the backhand by Manu to the inside. Big backhand by Manu. Rebote forehand, sidearm, midcourt. Gosheri has control. Costalo 2-all, opening and scoring. First point of the second set goes to Gosheri. He serves.
And Manu actually overran that rebote. The result was he hooked the next throw and gave it to Gosheri, I mean, on the outside from the costado. That's not what you want to see. He kills it beautifully. Quick start there for set 2.
Manu from the backhand. Wall-to-wall from the left side. Rebote forehand by Gosheri. Caught by Manu. Here's the backhand from the 10 line. Rebote forehand, low and hard. This one caught by Manu. Catch by Gosheri. Dos Paredes, the 2-all will score. 2 points for Gosheri in the second set. He serves.
Yeah, Manu's going for it, but when they don't succeed, he's leaving himself in very difficult spots to score. I mean, well, really to stay in the point. Gosheri again, Costado has Manu trapped to the inside. Put it off the side wall. Pick up a 2-0 lead.
Here's the backhand by Manu to the inside. Sherry looking for the rebote at the 9 line. Manu makes the catch. Backhand to the corner. Big bounce brought down by Manu. Drop shot. 1. Gosheri gets there on the tip. Sends it back inside to score 3 points for Gosheri. He serves.
I mean, he's got all the offensive tools, and then add the defensive element to it as well. He's got great foot speed, and he reads the ball beautifully. I mean, you can't ask for much more. He's not even in the picture there as Manu releases it. Different angle. Then he comes in, gets there before the second bounce, sees Manu defending the outside, so he drops it inside.
There's a backhand by Manu. Rebote forehand. Rebote goes to the outside. This rebote is coming out. 2-all rebote scored with a light touch for Manu. He's on the board with a point and the serve for the Cyclones.
Gosheri's throw narrowly avoids hitting the cage. Would have ended it, but Manu stays with it and in position there to turn a 2-all from the outside. You see, narrowly missed. Manu has Gosheri trapped. Kick off the side wall, and it scores.
Here's a backhand by Gosheri. Rebote coming out. Rebote left side to the inside. Manu, great catch. Backhand from the 8 line. Sherry hard to the inside. Manu is there. Manu from the 8, right to the corner. Rebote comes to the 9 line. Manu with the catch in the air. Here's the backhand. Rebote forehand by Gosheri, caught midcourt by Manu. Manu with a 2-all that opens wide and scores. That was beautifully executed. Costalo 2-all scoring for Manu of the Cyclones. He has 2 points. Gosheri with 3. Manu has the serve.
Manu, I mean, we talk about his control, and he has great control on these shots. I mean, it gets the ball to open up a little bit more than most players. Again, what does that do? You don't flirt with the boundary line maybe as often. And that one, I see no chance for Gosheri. Just when it felt like it was going to be typical Gosheri, taking control and getting back into the match, Manu's come back with 2 points. Looking to end it in straight sets again.
There's a powerful backhand by Goer. That one's tipped by Manu. 4 points for Goer of the Renegades. He has the serve.
What a backhand that was, coming in hard. Manu, that was the only chance he had to climb the wall, and couldn't be done.
Beautiful catch by Manu off an excellent serve by Goer. Rebote forehand, high and hard to the front wall. Manu makes the catch. Backhand from the 8. Goer hits the side wall. Nice play from the 11. That clears the overhead screen. Rebote kicking all the way out to the 6 line. Manu passes on the forehand. Rebote from the left side. 2-all, lands wide. 5 points, possible set for Goer of the Renegades. He serves.
Degree of difficulty extremely high, off his footing, trying to throw that Rebote 2-all with a big bounce. Even if that drops in, Goer has plenty of time to get out there and track it down. Brings it to 5 points. Goer hopes we're going to a 3rd set. They'll have the serve.
Here's Manu on the backhand from the 11 line. Rebote forehand. Rebote left side for the big bounce. Goer makes the catch on the right side, fakes the 2-all, drops it inside to score. That is point and set for Goer, winning the 2nd set, 6-2. 3rd set coming up in just 2 minutes.
So there is that comeback. Goer got pretty tight there in the middle part of that set, but 3 quick points, and he ends at 6-2.
Definitely a different focus for Goer there in the 2nd set. Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida, currently playing our Winter 2025 season every Monday and Tuesday at 5 p.m., Fridays at 7 p.m. Currently in our 5th of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. Here we are focused on Goer seated on the bench. Goaga coming up next in singles to finish things off today. 3rd and final set coming up of our current match, about a minute to go. First set went 6-4 for Manu. 2nd set went 6-2 for Goer.
A blazing start for Manu, and last season Goer and Manu played 2 singles matches. Both went in Goer's favor, so this would be the first time in the last year that Manu has gotten a win over Goer in singles. If he can get it done here, that would cap off, quite the impressive day. Beating Goer 2 times. The captain, the leader of this Renegades team. It's quite the statement. Manu making his way back out there, going to get the 3rd set underway. Again, game day has already been wrapped up, but tiebreakers on the line. And also for Goer, takes pride in that singles record. See what he can do here in this 3rd set. Manu will have the serve.
Manu serves. Our 3rd and final set is underway. Here's the backhand, powerfully thrown by Goer. Manu is there. Backhand from the 10 line. Right to the corner. Low Rebote saved by Goer. Backhand. Right to the corner. Rebote forehand. Manu's there. Rebote forehand by Goer. Manu picks it up on the bounce. Low, hard backhand. A little clip off the side wall. Outside placement, stopped by Manu. Manu from the 7 line on the carom, does not open. Gosheri has it on the forehand. This one's crossing and scoring. First point of the important third set goes to Gosheri, the Renegades.
Yeah, Manu trying to get him with that, different carom. I mean, more of a sidearm carom there, but Gosheri not falling for it. Gets on the outside, and when he's got it there, a duck and cover.
Here's Manu on the backhand from the 11 line. Right to the corner, out to the rebote. The 2-all hit the pad, and the pad is bad. Tied up, 1 point apiece in the third set. First player to reach 6 points will win this match. Manu serves for the Cyclones.
And more complicated off that rebote. Lose a little bit of control and results in dropping in the top part of the pad. Out of play.
There's a backhand by Gosheri, taken in the air by Manu. Manu on the backhand. Robote, left side by Gosheri. It's a 2-all. It opens. It is stopped by Manu. Carom by Manu. Caught the top of the pad. Any part of that pad is bad. 2 points for Gosheri. Of the Renegades, he serves.
Yeah, that's a deflating miss. I mean, you do everything right, get there on the outside, use all that energy to track it down, and then you just catch the top part of the pad. And just comes down to execution, and Manu, you see shaking his head. He knows he'd like to have that one back.
Here's the backhand by Manu, powerfully thrown from the left side. Robote comes out to the 8 line. Inside placement, clips off the side wall. Manu is there. Manu low and hard. Gosheri, Robote save. Difficult scoop by Manu. 2-all by Manu, drops low and hits the pad. 3 point for Gosheri. Gosheri gets the point and the serve. First player to reach 6 points will win this match.
And it could very easily, I mean, those last 2 points could have gone the other way. I mean, Manu with great opportunities and catching the pad both times. It's hard enough to beat, you know, as is. You give him a couple extra chances, even more difficult.
Manu on the backhand to the inside. Gosheri sets up at the 8 line. Outside. Wow, threw it so hard it's stuck.
Yeah, it did.
2 points for Manu of the Cyclones. Gosheri with 3. Manu has the serve. New ball will come out. Thought that was a tremendous effort by the front court judge. We'll just let that be and move on with the game.
Look, he said, yeah, no, please. Yeah. He does not want that ball to come down. I mean, Gosheri's got such a big advantage with a fast ball. He throws it so hard that, yeah, he's happy to move on. Get this cold one out there and continue on with play.
There's the backhand by Gosheri. Wall to wall from the left side. Robote back to the inside. Gosheri's got it on the hop. Hard to the inside, and the scoop is not there. 4 points for Gosheri. He serves. Gosheri doesn't mind chili ball.
Whatever you give him, he'll take. But here to the inside with this costado. Such a hard throw right on the wall. And again, Manu's there. Just such a difficult scoop to make with one hand.
There's the backhand by Manu. Gosheri hangs with it, makes the catch deep in the backcourt. Powerful backhand. Robote forehand by Manu, sends it back. Passing Gosheri. Gosheri makes the save. Manu from the 7 line. Passes again. Robote, forehand. Powerfully thrown to the outside. Manu's looking for the Robote. It's a 2-all. It opens. It scores. 3 points for Manu of the Cyclones. Gosheri with 4. Manu has the serve.
Looking just the shot he needed to get back in this match. I mean, see the patience here. He could have taken that in the air, but he gives himself better position here with Gosheri trapped to the inside. It's all about execution, and he got that one.
Particularly close singles match. Here's a backhand by Goer. Robote, forehand. That kicks up into the overhead screen, which is out of play. 5 points for Goer. Possible set, possible match point.
And just getting away from him up there, trying to pass with Goer up there, eagerly waiting for that ball to attack and just give it away, kicking up in the overhead screen. Couple chances for Goer to close it out. Get the Renegades the first win today.
Here's a backhand by Manu. Robote from the 9 line. Little clip off the side wall. Scoop by Manu. Manu with the filo. Goer reads it, stops it. Turns this forehand powerfully to score. Point and set and match to Goer in the third set, taking it 6-3.
Had to get it done in a third set, but Goer finds a way to win. 6-2, 6-3. Get the Renegades that first win. We'll close out the game day up next. We'll see Amigorena take on Goaga.
Thank you.
Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Goer up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Goer picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one. Game day score reflecting that win by Goer. The Cyclones have already wrapped things up. They will get a full point in our standings. You'll see that reflected in the post-game show a little bit later. New format of scoring here in Battle Court. Got to win 4 matches or more. Your team will win the game day. If your team wins 3 matches, you'll split. And if you win 2 matches or less, you'll lose the game day. But we got Goer ready to go in the DraftKings Players Cage, our winner of that singles match. You've played Manu over the course of your Battle Court career now. What makes him such a difficult matchup, especially as a backcourter?
Yeah, it's always difficult to play against Manu. He has a good, he has everything good. He throws good to the rebote, and then it's difficult to pass him when he throws to the rebote. And I play my game. It's not easy to play when you already lose the game day, but I want to win this game, and I win, and happy for that.
Also, congratulations, and on a good start in singles, 2-0 now. Thank you, Goer.
Thank you.
All right, final match coming up next, Goaga and Amigorena. Amigorena will have the serve here in this third division singles match. There's a serve by Amigorena. We begin our final match. Strong backhand to the inside, dropping into the corner. Amigorena digs it out. Goaga attacking. Costado, hard to the inside, right to him. Nice catch in the air. Ooh, that kind of got away from Goaga. Sends it up in the overhead screen. That's out of play. First point to Amigorena of the Cyclones.
Amigorena's doubles game has really been developing, especially these last 2 seasons. He's struggled early on in his career here with singles. It's been getting progressively better. Goaga has just been dominating opponents with shots, especially off the left side.
Fault over serve. First fault, second serve coming up for Amigorena. Second serve is good. Here's Goaga. Strong left side again. Pulled off the side wall. Here's Amigorena. Right back to Goaga. Amigorena back at the 11 line. He goes deep. Clears the overhead screen. Rebote forehand. Fire back into the corner. Goaga attacking on this one to the inside. That'll score. That ties it up. 1-1.
Move your opponent out of position as best you can. Throw the ball where he's not. Not always the easiest thing to do. Goanaga's been doing a much better job of it overall.
Amigorena takes that again before it crosses. Goaga saves the rebote. Tough scoop. Amigorena makes it. 2-all. That's too wide. 2 points for Goaga.
Unforced errors. The 2-all by Amigorena, he threw a philo the other day that I think was very good, but his 2-all not been something that's developed. It's the shot to throw, but don't want to give the point away by throwing it off the court.
Amigorena gets to it from the 11. Backhand. Comes shooting off the back wall. Goaga. Nice save on the rebote. Amigorena aggressively again. That 2-all opens and scores.
That's a better one.
That's well thrown to tie things up.
Amigorena always up for a challenge. It helps
Yeah,
point out
that
my microphone is off, so we didn't hear the first comment, but that second one was really well thrown.
That's an overserve. Second one for Amigorena. Hard second serve is good. Here's Goaga. Opens up with the left side. Rebote. Forehand. That's out of play. 3 points now for Goaga. Well, look, he's going for it, you know, against the aggressive Goaga. It's kind of what you have to do to match, but sent a couple wide.
What tends to work here at Magic City is low and hard to the inside.
Amigorena with that backhand. Picked off by Goaga. Goaga from the 9 line goes deep. Rebote on the wall. Nice save by Amigorena. Stopped overhead. Goaga to the inside. Long run. Will he make it? Oh, that somehow clears. What a save by Amigorena. Back to the inside. Actually, the 2-wall dropped in to score.
Phenomenal save by Amigorena that cleared the overhead screen, had the distance to make it back up to the front wall. Goaga able to capitalize on it. Goaga has 1 or 2 more seasons, I believe, of singles experience in battle court than Amigorena.
Rebote sticks inside, cut off by Amigorena. Goaga up the wall. He comes down with it. Amigorena, outside placement attempt. Goaga now. Soft 2-wall, had him trapped inside, and that will score. Brings it to 5 points. Possible set point for Goaga.
So why would someone stand on the wall like that?
Yes.
Well, you're trapped. You're trapped. And the more you try to move up there, the more dangerous it actually becomes. So it's better just to either duck down or drop down. We've had, especially here at Magic City, we've had some very close calls. It's like, you want to throw the 2-wall? It's yours, but I'm not going to step in front of it.
Goaga lines up the rebote. 2-wall thrown to score. Point and set. Goaga wins it 6-2. 2 minutes. We'll come back and play our second set.
So there you have it. Goaga taking the first set. 6-2.
You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently playing our final match for this game day. Played yesterday at 5 p.m., today at 5 p.m. Be back on Friday at 7 p.m. Singles match currently being played. Reminder, the scoring. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. There is the focus on Goaga, who won that first set. Amigorena had some opportunities. 1 2-all looked really nice. Other 2-all wound up going out. Goaga has a bit more court familiarity than does Amigorena. And that especially comes to a head in singles. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking their breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. We see Amigorena in the back of the cage getting feedback from Manu. I can only guess what the players are saying to each other, but obviously you want to avoid unforced errors whenever possible. If you don't feel the 2-all, don't feel that you have to throw it, because you don't. Amigorena's game's been coming around in terms of making some fantastic saves on the rebotes, catching the ball in the air, low hard backhands. And apparently that bicep has something to do with it. Second set coming up.
We are ready to begin set number 2. Amigorena serves to Goaga. There's a serve. Set 2 is underway. Good hard serve. Handled by Goaga. Rebote forehand. Played to the outside. Goaga stays with it. Turns a 2-all. Fall down.
Well done.
Save to score. Well thrown by Goaga. He's on the board first to begin set 2.
Throw the ball where your opponent's not. When you're playing singles, let's put it this way, there's 2 fewer players on the court to make that happen. So more of the court is available. Then comes down to the individual player's skill set. Goaga, classically trained front quarter. Amigorena, classically trained back quarter.
Amigorena again from deep in the backcourt, fires it up the middle. Rebote left side is another 2-all. Amigorena tracks this one down. Rolling hard above the pad. Got him. That ties it up, 1-1.
And apparently that ball came down. Decided that it was enough time had passed where it was safe to be off the court. Once it saw Sherry going back for the showers. He said, good time to come down now. 1-1. Second set.
Goaga from the 11. Nice backhand. Right in that corner again. Rebote saved by Amigorena. Picked up by Goaga. A little clip. Amigorena stays with it. Is Costado. Ooh, not opening up enough. Here's Goaga. He whips it above the pad. And that scores. 2-1 lead for Goaga.
Amigorena trying to change things up with a lighter touch on the 2-all. Just didn't open up. Also, you have the factor of Goaga standing right there in that vicinity.
A nice catch on the inside there by Goaga. Backhand. Out to the rebote, dug out. Here's Goaga. Inside placement. Amigorena with one hand. There's a beautiful scoop. Back to the inside. Goaga. Got it again into the 2-wall. Thrown to score. What
Beautiful.
A combination. That's 3 points.
Beautiful combination by Goaga. It was a great scoop. Equally good catch. Very well done.
Powerful serve, handled off the sidewall. Here's Amigorena. Rebote left side, kept to the inside. Amigorena's got it again. Hard throw. Goaga is just out of reach. That'll score. Amigorena with his second point. This one to the inside here. Goaga has to run around him, leave some space. Close to the side wall. Yeah, you see just out of reach there. Well done. Keeps it backhand a little bit lower this time. Amigorena still gets to it. Hard throw out of the corner. Rebote to the outside. That got him. Well done. Mixed it in to make it 4-2.
Really well done by Goaga again, just keeping it out of reach of Amigorena.
For break, you're going to have to pay for it.
Amigorena, nice backhand. Rebote forehand, kept inside, cut off. Amigorena into the 2-wall. That is out. And the call has been challenged by the Cyclones. Again, the call was out on the floor. We are in a replay review.
It's the last match of the day. Amigorena believes that was in. We're in our second set.
So it's the same replay rules as last year. Nothing has changed. Again, the original call was out. It looks like this would have been a clean winner if it were to land in. But it looks like
if it touches any part of that line,
is out. So
it's out.
Oh, it actually looks like
That touches.
If it hits,
the line.
it hits.
It hits the line.
Right in the middle of that line. You actually see a little white spot.
Yeah.
I mean, could not be actually more in the center of the line.
Yeah, in the very center line, that is out.
That's what we see. We'll wait for the call by the chief judge. Again, we are in an official replay review. I mean, the right time to take it. It's a final match. Cyclones are down a couple points here. But if that ball were to land in, it would be 5-2 for Goaga and a possible set and a possible match point. The call by the chief judge is out. That will be 5 points now for Goaga. Possible set and a possible match point. Hard serve. Here's Amigorena from deep in the backcourt. Puts it inside. Leaping grab by Goaga. Amigorena left side rebote. Played to the inside. Oh, look at Goaga. Great range to get back in there. He floats it out of reach. Another rebote. Dropped at his feet. That's tipped. Extends the match here. 3 points now for Amigorena. Still possible match for Goaga. Goaga brings in the serve. Backhand out of reach. Amigorena out there for the rebote. That comes up the middle. Goaga with a chance. He's got the carom, but that's too low. Caught the pad. That's 4 points now.
Creeping back here on an unforced error. I mean, the carom was the shot. Amigorena was inside, but
one picked up off the floor, backhand, stopped in the air by Amigorena. Rebote comes shooting off the back wall. Oh, that's hooked. Amigorena now on the forehand. Right back to Goaga, but it's tipped. He's brought it to 5-5. This is set point for Amigorena. Still a possible match point for Goaga.
Great comeback here for Amigorena after that 2-all that he thought landed in. Didn't. That gave Goaga a possible match point. Amigorena's been coming back ever since.
Fault under serve. Second serve for Amigorena. Bernard second serve, Goaga from the 10 line. He's passing from the left. Not a lot on that Rebote, it's dug out. Nice catch by Goaga on the inside, right back in that corner. Tough Rebote, played by Amigorena. That one passing again. Goaga higher to the inside. Oh, what a catch, he crashes into the sidewall, gets it off. Inside placement, Amigorena steps in with one hand, nice catch. Hard backhand. Rebote, 2-all. It's in, and it scores for the win. Point, set, and match. Renegades Goaga wins it 6-2, 6-5. Cyclones still take the game day, though. They'll pick up a full point. Stay tuned for the post-game show coming up in just a few moments.
What is Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
mate. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Sherry, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Court Jai-Alai.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Hey everyone, welcome into the Court postgame show. First win this season for the new look Cyclones. We have one of those players in the DraftKings cage ready to go. Number 69, Inaki, our player of the day for today. Inaki, just want to ask you, how is life right now as a Cyclone?
I mean, I'm happy to be part of the team. I know Manu and Amigorena since, I don't know, like 10 years ago. I have a good feeling with Bueno and Eada, and Tennessee. So I'm happy to be a Cyclone.
Yeah, and you mentioned your two partners, but what is it like playing, having those two guys behind you, two veterans, two guys you know, and two guys that you know are going to bring in those balls behind you?
I mean, it doesn't matter who is your partner, and you gotta give your 100% over there. But to be honest, when you know that your backcourt, like he's gonna do his job, you only need to do your job, and that's it.
Inaki, when you first came to Magic City, you were known for throwing kill shots, especially with the costado. Then we know you were coming off of injury last year, came back slowly from that, but so far in 2025, the costado has been working for you. You've been very aggressive with it, both last week and this week. Just where's that confidence coming to throw to catch it, to throw it, to kill it?
I think it's not me. I think it's the wall. So I don't know.
Like the wall now, okay.
I practice a lot. I'm happy with my basket or cesta, and I feel confidence with that. So I'm gonna keep throwing.
Well, great start to your season, Inaki, and good luck the rest of the way here as a member of those Cyclones. Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And we'll continue on with some of those replays, recap a full day between Inaki Cyclones and the Renegades back behind us, starting with his first match, Inaki and Amigorena up against Goaga and Eada.
So Amigorena's been just improving season after season as far as his comfort level. And you're absolutely right when you asked Inaki the question about having Manu and Amigorena behind him. He just seems to play with a higher degree of confidence. Inaki feeling more comfortable to take charge and throw those shots. Amigorena making catch after catch. Extremely powerful on that backhand.
That brought us over to this singles matchup next, Eada against Ben.
Ben just not able to make anything happen. Again, there was an issue with the shoe. I know that we had a shoe break. That had to be written in rules.
Okay.
No, seriously. A group of attorneys came flying down the stairs and started writing all these rules about what happens with the shoe break. Does the clock go up? Does the clock not go up? It was a whole mess. The attorneys figured it out. We're all good, though. He got the shoe break in, but Ben was not able to come back and really get anything moving. Eada consistently making good catches and good throws consistently throughout. Ben just wasn't able to come back.
The next doubles matchup next here, top division matchup, Inaki and Manu take on Goer and Eada. Sherry comes out, fires it off the rebote right to Inaki, and look at what he does with this, too. You talked about killing it.
Great 2-all. And look, no one gets out.
Costado.
You're throwing it against Goer, and Goer's got foot speed and tremendous power on that right side. You have to feel confident in order to make that shot work.
Goer in singles, always dangerous. Game day already won by the Cyclones at this point. Goer comes out, fires it. Oh, and that ball got stuck up there. He threw it so hard.
Again,
it's moving metal up there.
Yeah, the ball had enough. So the ball decided to hang out for the rest of this match. Slow ball came out. This did go 3 sets, but...
Man, stuck right in there.
This did go 3 sets, but... Manu waving his hand saying, no problem, let the ball stay there. That's all right, not a problem.
A little bit later on here into our third set. Outside placement, Goer gets to it. Goer back inside, had 3-wall, scores for the win.
Goer consistently the best singles player in all of battle courts, so he'll drop one occasionally, and I think once or twice he's done it to Manu over the years. I know that he's done it too, but it doesn't happen frequently, and that finished it off there.
And then going into this final match here in singles, that was Goaga against Amigorena. Got tight here late. A couple 2-walls thrown by Amigorena. Good to see him mixing those in.
Amigorena's game is basically on that left side. Make the catches, make the throws. He can throw those low bullets, keep moving Goaga around the inside. Goaga is going to try to kill it every chance he has an opportunity to. That's what worked for him here. Amigorena had one 2-all. One of these 2-alls worked. That one obviously didn't. There was another one that wound up going out. That's not really his game. A little bit more practice, but the catching much better.
And then that ended that match in favor of Goaga. And for this next replay coming up, we're actually going to have a special guest joining us here in the booth, former Pro Jai-Alai player and value member of the World Jai-Alai League. That's JR. JR, thanks for joining us here today. Let's take a look at that replay.
Oh, please, anytime.
We'll take a look here. This is the throw a little bit earlier on where it just goes off. You said you had experience with this one time previously.
There's a cesta on the court.
Yes. All my years in Jai-Alai, I think I only remember one more time that happening. And it happened in 4 piers. And
of course.
But the guy actually picked up the cesta, and the other front court was attacking him, and the guy was catching it and throwing it, just barely making it the front wall. And they were attacking him, but he made like 4 or 5 catches until he finally missed. But he defended himself.
He went
very
down
well.
fighting. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, this doesn't happen very often. But I was talking with Eada, and he was telling me, like, after the game, he was telling me that he didn't want that happening again, so he tied the cesta so tight that then his hand fell asleep. So sometimes it's a fine line, you know. If you don't tie it too tight and then your hand starts sweating, and he loses the cesta. But then next time he wanted to tie it so tight, and then he loses circulation in his hand. So
see, it is a question that comes up frequently. Like if guys don't seem to have wind, all of a sudden they're always untying their cesta. Some people have said, well, he's just trying to get some extra. But you need to keep the basket on hard, period, because you're throwing hard every time.
Right. Especially like that point, they were playing points like really, really long. So if you make like 100 throws and your hand starts to sweat, if you don't tie it tight, the basket is going to come out. And sometimes if it doesn't come out totally, like the basket flying in the court, but it does slide down in your hand, and then you cannot throw hard. You just have to throw, like, either take a chance of throwing the hara, or just you got to finish the point, because if you throw hard, the basket is going to come out of your cesta.
100%.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate the insight, JR, and thank you for joining us here. This has been fun. Maybe we'll have.
We should do this more often. Seriously.
My pleasure. Anytime, guys.
All right. He said you heard that. Anytime. In fact, I got a good chair for you right here.
Another look here as we continue on with that post-game show. Thank you, JR, for your time. Yeah, final look right there is, I'll get one more look at it. There's that rebote save. Eada going to get the throw off, and boom, there goes the cesta. Always good to get that insight there from JR. Stu and I going to join you here back on camera. And let's take a look here at our season-long standings now.
What are we going to do about this empty chair sitting here?
We'll fill the gap here.
Lindsay?
Take a look here. All right, we'll put the full graphic up. We'll see that point for the Cyclones. 1 win for them this season after their loss last Tuesday. Renegades now suffering their first loss of the year, also with 1 point.
Look, there's a couple things in my contract I have got to stick to, but an empty chair is sitting there. Lindsay, executive producer Lindsay, can either sit in it or she can remove it. She removed it.
I feel like we're genuinely a little closer than we are to the camera. Let's see how this looks when we come back. But you see,
I'm sure it's fine.
I mean, we got 4 teams up there with 1 point, and then the 2 teams down at the bottom are tied with half a point. I mean, good to see all those teams at this point in the year still very much in the mix.
No question about it.
Well, we'll be back in action on Friday. I believe we have those Friday matches coming up a little bit later today. We'll take a look. Just got to flip that page over. One more page over, and then we'll see those matches. There they are for Friday, January 21st, 7 p.m. That will be the Chargers and the Warriors. We had Division 2.
We know what we're doing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Division 2 doubles will get us started. This is correct. Iturbide and Ubia take on Douglas and Julian. Then Zuleika and Arta against Alex and Manny. Then we'll move over to Gallo against Bradley, 5th Division singles, and Iturbide against Alex, 2nd Division singles. 2 doubles to close it out. We'll see Arta and El Barba against Correa and Julian. Then Zuleika and Ubia against Douglas and Manny. Join us as we continue on our Winter 25 Battle Court season on Friday, 7 p.m. start, the day you can join us here live in the Fronton. We'll see you then. Have a good week, everybody.
Friday at 7.
have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, you know, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys!